Hey Friendos, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Matt, and first of all, Happy New Year. Hope you guys are all having a great one so far. And without further ado, let's get into some Marvel Future Fight, shall we? So, as we can see here on the right hand side of the screen, we have got rid of a lot of events that were going on. We still have one left of the Future Pass, and we just got rid of a bunch. And you can see there is a new event quest here. Now, first of all, I hope everyone had good luck yesterday with the final day of the World Boss event. I hope all of you managed to get as many runs as possible in and get as many tokens. If you guys went for the 4 or 5 star artifacts, let me know how you guys got on, if you managed to get lucky. I personally decided just to use the tokens that we got from the game just to go for the pulls of the potential tier 4 materials. Now sadly, all I managed to get was one pull of Life Seed. I think it was like 25 Life Seed and 25 Carbonadium. Sadly, we did not get any of the much needed Soul of the Faltine, much to my chagrin. However, was it worth the gamble? For me personally, yeah, because if I'd have got, say, a 4 or 5 star, I don't know, let's say Angel artifact or Beast artifact, I'd have just been doing this. I'd have been just dismantling it down into Celestial Essence. So it wouldn't have been worth it for me. I did have a hard look, and I've decided that the only ones that I'd really want that they were offering was the 5-star Gene, would have been nice, or the Gore I already had. So it really wasn't worth it when you considered the odds being so high against getting any one particular artifact out of the, I think there were like 16 or 20 there. So, yep, we took a gamble and we lost. In fact, we even had a bigger gamble because sadly I did make a little video yesterday telling you about it. Unfortunately, that video file corrupted as I was rendering it. So the audio came out fine, but the video did not. So unfortunately, it was just easier just to scrap it. So hopefully your start to 2023 has been better than mine. But as you can see, we have ourselves a new event quest. A pre-event release event quest, as the token tells us. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I see this and I thought, this is interesting. The reason it's interesting is because we haven't had a single sneak peek yet. Now, it may just be down to the way the days have fallen, etc, etc, but a lot of people saw the login events and thought, maybe they're trying to delay the update for yet a further week, so it wouldn't be coming until not this week or next week, but the week after, and that we'd start getting the sneak peeks this week. That's not the case, which makes me worry that it's not going to be that good an update. If they're just going to throw one out, it might just be because it's post-Christmas and we just get like 2 or 3 uniforms and that's it. Like a Hawkeye and, you know, a couple of other characters. It's worrying. It is worrying. And when you look at last year, I know I've been looking a lot at last year purely because I've been going through my 12 months of rewards for World Boss for that video that's coming up. And we had Betsy. Ah, lovely Betsy. And we had our Hellfire Gala update on the 4th, which would be tomorrow, a year ago. And whilst we got a fairly small in scope update, we certainly got all the... I'm just looking now. Betsy, you're distracting me. I was trying to tell people about the update and now I'm just looking back and wondering how I could have done you better. Look at that, see, we built her up as good as we can. And funnily enough, going back through all my World Boss Legend runs, I used her right up until June when the Tier 4s arrived. So I got a fair bit of use out of her, funnily enough. But yeah, regardless, we were getting sneak peeks in the week between Christmas and New Year's. So I know a lot of people, especially office workers, have that week off, which is why people are going, oh, you know, the MFF devs only came back to work and they had all the tweets, you know, pre-set to come out on certain days at set times, but they aren't doing anything. But I don't quite buy that myself. So I think that this update has been obviously planned. Now, I'm hoping that it's a surprise. I know that we're going to get bigger updates in the future, whether it's GBR or World Boss Legend. We've guaranteed that we have new stuff coming for them. I'm presuming Kang for both. We might actually see Kang twice. I'm predicting he's going to be the first double dip, as it were. But I did start thinking, well, I can't data mine. So let's just use what bit of a brain we do have. Let's look at what the event quest has given us, and let's see what we could potentially get. If it's going to be a small update with minimal changes, minimal new tier 3s, etc., what could we get? And I just so happen to think, well, the last few updates have been bad, but we are due a part 2 of Black Panther Part 2. It's been a couple of months since then. And despite Black Bolt and Jean Grey, we've had a bad few months. So maybe they're going to give us a bone for the start of the new year. And yeah, the event quest doesn't give us much, but I was thinking, here's an idea. How about we do Vibranium Wars? I don't know. It just seems like it'd be something that would be an easy home run for them to do. If you look at the characters that we do have, yeah, they could give us a small Avengers one, and they could give us Hawkeye, and they could give us a couple of others. And who knows, probably tomorrow we'll even get a little first sneak peek come out, and it'll put all of this to bed. But I just thought it'd be a bit of fun just to speculate. We already have a tier 3 Black Panther, we already have a tier 3 Doom. So why don't we do something fun and do Armor Wars? We could give Black Panther a tier 4, we could give Doom a new uniform, and then you know what? We could give a Transcendence, an Awakening to... where is he? There he is. To our boy Ulysses Claw, man. We got his SoundCloud mix, but we never got his Awakening. Sorry, that was that was a terrible impression. But yeah, we could get him. We could get something new for Killmonger. We could even get an Awakening for M'Baku because he just sort of turned up and did nothing. It would be cool. It would be cool to see. And then potentially you could even go as far as giving Shuri her actual Black Panther uniform. How about that? Now I know, they didn't want to spoil the film, and they probably had directions from Marvel saying if it's going to come out on this date because they wanted it to coincide with the film's release. They didn't want her in the Black Panther uniform. So instead we got Walmart Shuri. Sure, she's very comfortable doing her errands around town. But that's not what we want. That's not the power fantasy. We want to play the game as Black Panther. Okay, so give us a Shuri. And we even saw a new model come into the game. Well, kind of. Let's just quickly run into this and I'll show you what I mean. Although I'm sure you can probably already figure it out by now. We did have a new Black Panther model given to us in the Power Saver screen. And that is not the Black Panther that we have currently in game. As far as I'm aware, it's not the Shuri one because it doesn't have the white markings on the mask and on the body that we see on her uniform. But it's definitely not the Black Panther that we currently have. So I'm kind of hoping and I'm kind of thinking maybe that they should do this. They could give us the Black Panther that we want without it being linked to the film so that there's no sort of confusion there. So we get a Chadwick Boseman Black Panther male tier 4 with a new uniform. We could get Shuri receiving her tier 3 Black Panther actual uniform. It could be a synergy uniform so that it would work well with the current one that she has, the leisure wear Shuri, which does nothing for the character or for the game, and it's not exactly great for advertising either. I can't see how that works. We could get a new uniform for Doom, and that could lead to a mid-month tier 4 for Doom. That would be poggers. And then, like I say, we could get Awakening and Transcendings for Ulysses Claw, Killmonger. Heck, they could even throw in, if we're doing Vibranium Wars, they could even possibly throw in a Storm. Now I know it might upset people who spent real money, but hey, you know what? That's the risk you take when you spend real money on a live service game. They could do a new uniform because her actual last free uniform is a couple of years old now. And they did it with the Black Bolt. He had a free uniform. He came out around the same time, and then they gave him a paywall one. And I'm sure if he was to appear in a film in the next 6 months, he'd probably end up getting a new uniform too. And it's not like he ever got one for Doctor Strange. So yeah, that's my theory. It could be a really bad theory. It could just be a game theory. But don't sue me, Matt Pat. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll catch you next time.
We await your return, warrior.